Hello students, good morning all of you. Students, in previous video we have already taken the information about the simple economy, in which we discussed about the meaning of economics. All of you know the economics means it is a science which studies the human behavior as relationship between the ends and scarce resources. Means in economics we studies how satisfy the unlimited wants with the limited resources to get the satisfaction. All of you know the human wants, these are the unlimited, but the resources which are available in our economy, these are the scarce, means these are the limited. And to satisfy the unlimited wants, every human being not having the resources, these are the very limited, and in that the person they use these scarce resources, means these limited resources, to satisfy his or her unlimited wants, because they wanted to get the more satisfaction. So study of that is called the economics. We have already discussed all those things in a previous lecture. Likewise, we also taken the information about the meaning of the economy. Students, today we are going to take the more information about the concept of economy, and in previous chapter we have already discussed about the meaning of economy. All of you know economy means it is a mechanism through which the scarce resources are prioritized and organized for the production of goods and services. Means economy means it is a system in which the scarce resources, means the limited resources, they are prioritized, means they are arranged, and they are also organized for the production of the different types of the goods and services, and this mechanism we called the economy. Means in a simple economy, every individual in a society they engaged in to produce the different types of the goods and services. Students, these goods and services satisfy our needs or they also satisfy our wants. Means these goods and services satisfy the needs and the wants of the different agents. Then who are the different agents? There are the four different economic agents. First one is household, second one is firm, third one is government, and last one is external trade. All of you know the household sectors, means the families. It is one of the decision making unit. Means the household sector they consumes the goods and services which is produced by the firm. See here what I said, the household sector it is one of the decision making unit and they uses the different types of the goods and services which is produced by the firm. Means they are the owners of the factors of production which is used to produce the goods and services. See here the household sector which uses the different types of the goods and services which is produced by the firms, means they are the owners of the factors of production. all of you know there are the four factors of the production. First one is land, labor, capital and the organization. And the household sector is the owner of all these factors of production. Then second economic agent is the firm. All of you know firm also is the decision making unit. Why? Because firm also produces the different types of the goods and services. And these goods and services the firm provided to the household sector. Means according to the demand of the household sector, the firm maybe produces different types of the goods and services. Means here the firm is also the decision making unit. And third one is the government. Government which provides the framework or which provides the frame rules and the laws for the household sector as well as the firm to operate the economy or to operate within the economy. See here the governments, they provides the framework, means they may be frame the rules and the regulation. Likewise they also frame the laws regarding to the production, consumption, etc. Means here the government which provides the rules, regulations and laws for the household sector as well as the firms. Why? Because to operate within the economy. And external trade means the international transactions. Means here import and the export. All of you know if the economy maybe buys or purchase the different types of the goods and services from the other country, then it is called the import. And suppose if the economy maybe sell the different types of the goods and services to the other country, then it is called the export. So these all are the involved in the external trade. Means students, economy concern with the production, distribution, consumption and exchange of the goods and services. See here what I said, the economy which concern with the production, consumption, distribution and the exchanges of the goods and services. The production, exchange and the consumption, all of you know these are all the factors of the production. And the production, exchange and the consumption of the goods and services among the basic economic activities of the life. Means these are the basic activities. Which are the basic economic activities? The production, means the production of the different types of the goods and services. Exchange means to take and give the different types of the goods and services among the people. And the consumption means the use of the goods and services. These all are the economic activities. And students, all of you know here the every society, they has to face the scarcity of the resources. Means each and every society or each economy, they face the lack of the goods and services. Scarcity means the limit or maybe the lack of the different types of the goods and services. And these scarcity of the goods and services, they gives to rise the problem of choice. See here, the scarcity of resources, they give to the problem of choice. So the scarce resources of an economy, they have also the competing uses. Means in other words, the every society has to decide on how to use these limited resources. Why? Because the human wants these are the unlimited, but the resources means the goods and services which satisfy our wants, these are the limited. So here the every society has to decide how to use these scarce resources to fulfill our wants or to fulfill our needs, because each and every person want to get a more satisfaction. So here this problem of an economy means the scarcity of the resources. This problem maybe arises the problem of choice, and these problems of an economy we discuss in as follows. Here students, in your examination they may be asked for 2 mark who are the economic agent. That time you should write the answer. There are the 4 economic agents: household, firm, government and external trade. And second question for the 4 marks, they asked you here, what are the central problems of an economy? This question will be also asked for the 2 mark. If they ask for the 2 marks, what are the central problems of an economy? That time you should write only what to produce and in what quantities. See here, this is a basic problem, or this is a central problem of an economy. What to produce and in what quantities, how to produce and for whom to produce. These are the central problems of an economy. Students, all of you know the production, exchange and the consumption of the goods and services among the basic economic activities of life. So here every society faced to the scarcity of the resources, and this scarcity maybe arises the problem of choice. Means here economy, it may be a simple, it may be a complex, whether it may be a capitalist or it may be a mixed, or whether it is developed or it is underdeveloped. Means each and every economy, they have to solve these central problems. Means they have to solve what to produce and in what quantities, and how to produce and for whom to produce. Means these all are the central problems, or these are the fundamental of the economics. So these problems they solve to each and every economy. Then first of all we will discuss about the first central problem of an economy, that is what to produce and in what quantities. Students, here the resources, all of you know, the goods and services, these are the scarce, means these are the limited, and economy cannot produce everything in a infinite quantity, means unlimited quantity. See here what I said, what to produce and in what quantity, it is a big problem in front of the economy. And all of you know the resources means the goods and the services, these are the scarce, means the availability of the goods and services in our economy, these are the limited. So an economy cannot produce everything in a infinite quantity, means it cannot produce everything in a unlimited quantity. So here the every society must decide about the production of the different types of the goods and services. Means here every society must decide how much of each of many possible goods and services will produce. Means whether to produce the more production of the food, or whether to produce the more production of the clothing, or whether to produce the more production of the different means the housing, or they have a more luxurious good also. Means here the economy, they may be produce whether to use the more resources in education, or whether to use the more resources which are available in our economy, they use in the health, or maybe whether use the resources for the building to build the military services. Means here the economy maybe must be decide how much of or each of the many possible goods and services will produce. Here the economy also maybe think about whether more food grains should be grown, or more capital goods means the machines, tools, these types of the equipments, or more consumer goods. Consumer goods means the electrical goods, or daily usable products should be produced. So what to produce and how much it's to be produced, it is only depends on the economic system of the country. See here, each and every economy only decided what to produce and how much is to be produced. It is only depends on the economic system of the economy, or the economic system of the country. So students, here in a centrally planned economy, the government decided, and in the market economy, the market forces of the demand and supply decides, and in a mixed economy, the government and the market forces, they provide the solution to the problem what to produce and in what quantities. Means all of you know there are the three types of the economy. First one, the centrally planned economy, second one is the market economy, and third one is a mixed economy. Means according to the economy, they decided how much and what to produce, which is depends upon the economic system of the country. Then second problem is how to produce. Students, this problem is related to the choice of techniques. Here there are the two types of the techniques of the production. First one is labor intensive technique, and second one is capital intensive technique. All of you know labor intensive technique means in this technique more labor are used than the capital for the production. Means in this technique, for the production of the goods and services, the more labor are used than the capital. And second technique is capital intensive technique. Means in this technique, more capital is used for the production. See here, if in the economy there are the availability of the more labor, then they use the more labor for the production of the goods and services. Means in our India, if we observe, we will come to know here the availability of the labor is more. So in our India, we can produce the different types of the goods and services with the help of the labors. But in the USA, means the United States of America, if we observe there compared to our India, means the population of the America, it is less than the India. So, and here the availability of the capital in the America, it is more than us. So in America, they use the more capital for the production of the goods and services. Means here for the production they may be use the technique between the labor intensive technique and capital intensive technique. So the choice between these two techniques it also becomes the problem. Means to use the more labor or to use the more capital or to use the more machines, or which of the available techniques is adopted in the production. See here what I said. The choice between these two also create the problem. Means which type of technique we use for the production of the goods and services, or which types of the, means whether we use the more capital or whether we use the more labor for the production of the goods and services. Means here which of the available technologies adopted for the production of the goods and services. If the labor intensive technique used, then it generates the more employment opportunities, and if we used the capital intensive technique, then it raises the efficiency. So here the society have to choose the right technique for the production of the goods and services between these two techniques, means the labor intensive technique and the capital intensive technique. Means here how to produce this problem which is related to the choice of the technology, and here this problem is also maybe arises the choice between the two techniques. So it is also depends on the availability of the technologies in the economy. Then next problem is for whom to produce. This is a third problem in front of each and every economy. Students, all of you know here for whom to produce these goods and services. Here who gets how much of the goods that are produced in the economy, or how should the produce of the economy be distributed among the individuals or among the people in the society or in the country. Here who gets more and who gets the less goods and services, whether or not to ensure the minimum amount of the consumption of the everyone in the economy. Means whether or not elementary education and the basic health services should be available freely for everyone in the economy. See students, for whom to produce, this is also a central problem of an economy, because here who gets how much of the goods and services that are produced in the economy, it is a big question in front of the economy. Thus here this problem is related to the distribution of the goods and services. Here how much goods that produced in the economy and for whom to these goods are produced, it is also the problem in front of the economy, because here the every economy faces the problem of the allocation of the scarce resources and the distribution of the final resources among the people. Students, all of you know, in our economy, means the human wants, these are the unlimited, but the resources available in our economy, these are the scarce, means these are the limited. And that scarce resources arises the problem of choice. And that is why the every economy they faces the problem of the allocation of the scarce resources. Allocation means here the every economy faces the problem of the distribution of the different types of the goods and services. Likewise, economy also faces the distribution of the final goods and services also among the people. So here the distribution of the resources and the allocation of the final goods and services, these are also the central problems in front of the economy. So students, here each and every economy, it may be the developed or it may be the underdeveloped, or the economy, it may be a capitalist or it may be a mixed economy, whether it may be a simple or it may be a complex. The economy may be faces all these three problems, means what to produce and in what quantities, how to produce these goods and services for the people, and for whom to produce. Means these all are the central problems each and every economy faces, and they also solve these problems which is depends on the system of the economy. So students, these all are the central problems of an economy. In your examination, definitely they ask this question for the 4 marks. What are the central problems of an economy? Explain. That time you should write all these 3 problems, means what to produce and in what quantities, and you explain, give the explanation for this. Then second problem, how to produce, and third problem, for whom to produce. So students, in this lecture we discussed about the meaning of economy, and secondly we discuss about who are the economic agent. This question will be asked for the 2 marks. Who are the economic agents? First one, household, firm, government and external trade. These are the economic agents. Likewise, we also discussed about what are the central problems of an economy. If they ask for the 2 marks, what are the central problems of an economy, that time you should write only what to produce and in what quantities. Second, how to produce, and third one, for whom to produce. And if they ask for the 4 marks, what are the central problems of an economy? Explain. That time you should write all these problems with the explanation. So students, hope all of you understood all these concepts. I think in last video, means in previous video, we have already discussed about the simple economy, and in this video we discussed about the concept of an economy. Here means in this concept Means this is a very important concept, and on that concept in your examination they may be asked the different types of the question. Means it is a very important for your exam purpose. So students, all of you, please watch all the videos and try to understand all these concepts. Thank you.